This is another song from Farruko. What do we see right here? The cube, the black cube agenda, connected to Saturn. The worship of the planet Saturn is the worship of Satan. And the basic song that he's performing here live at a concert, it's called Don't Let Go. And the song Don't Let Go is him basically talking about having sex with another woman, yet he's supposed to be married and have a kid. So then again, if he still has a wife, that would be adultery. He would be committing adultery, which is a sin, a major sin. Basically, he would be cheating on his wife, even though he hasn't slept with the woman that he's talking about. He's committed adultery in his heart already. So, if he's still married, he'll be shocked. Well, as we see, Black Cube agenda, worship of Saturn, Mecca. Mecca is known as that satanic box that the Muslims worship, because when they say that Allah is God, Allah isn't God, Allah is Satan. I've said it many times again, and I'll say it again. I've said it so many times. Allah isn't God. That's the fact. So every time someone says Allah Akbar, they're basically saying Satan is good. Because I've actually studied the Quran, and it even says in the Quran that Allah is the great deceiver. Since when has God ever been a deceiver? Never. That's how you know, and that is the proof. I mean, any Muslims still want to deny it and say that, oh, Allah is God. Your own Quran that you worship, which is just a fake, so it's a fake Bible, to be honest, and it's not even actually a Bible, it's just a bunch of lies in it. It says that Allah is the great deceiver, meaning who is the deceiver of the world? Satan. What does it say in the Bible? For the deceiver has blinded the eyes of them who do not believe. Jesus calls Satan the deceiver many times in the Bible, and calls him as well the father of lies. Ye are of your father, the devil. So, see, because Satan and the devil are two different entities. That's what many people don't know. Satan and the devil are completely two different entities. That's why Jesus Christ said to Satan, ye are of the father, the devil. Because that's what Jesus Christ said to Satan, you are of the father, the devil. He didn't say you are the father of God, because Satan isn't the son of God. Never will be. He's not a son of God. He's a son of his father, which is the devil. Satan is basically the son. That's because like you see in the Bible, this is how the devil will basically come onto earth. The same way Jesus Christ come onto earth, that's exactly how the Antichrist will come on the earth. He will basically come down in the image of the devil. Same as Jesus Christ came down on earth as the image of God. That's how it works. But the black cube here is a big occult agenda. It's the worship of Saturn. Notice how he's stood above it, and a beam of light basically comes down. False enlightenment. And these numbers most likely simulate geometry or some sort of garbage like that. And the agenda that they promote, that we live in a matrix, complete garbage. We don't live in a matrix. God created the earth and he owns everything on it. So you really think God's going to create a matrix? I mean, it's a joke that people actually fall for that. But this, I'll just show you the cube. There's worship of Saturn. Now if we look here, this is what it's connected to. It's also connected to the Cabala, which the Cabala is witchcraft. Is witchcraft, that's what the Cabala is, the Jewish witchcraft book. But as we see the Muslims, the Islam, as you see the Cabala in Mecca, the Cabala is witchcraft and sorcery, that's what it is. The Cabala is a book of sorcery, that's exactly what it is. They're basically false Jews. They call themselves Jews when they're not. They worship magic. They don't worship the Father. That's why these Muslims gather around every now and again and worship this black cube, because in reality, they're worshipping Satan. The cube represents the planet Saturn. They're worshipping the planet Saturn. Islam is a completely evil, false religion. It's an Antichrist religion. It is not a religion of peace, because how many Muslims go out killing people in the name of Allah Akbar? It's a religion of evil, that's all it is. And it always will be. God is never killed. You've never seen anybody in the Bible killing someone in the name of God, have you? You haven't seen them saying, I kill, in the name of MUL, I kill someone. You've never heard anybody saying the Lord's name and then killing somebody after it. It doesn't happen. These people believe their own lies. As we see the black cube agenda is we were created by this black cube and that we were created by Satan. No, it's a cult. The planet Saturn most likely doesn't even exist. It's just getting you to worship Lucifer, because that's what the planet Saturn represents. Lucifer, as we see, goes back to the false god, so-called gods of the ancient Egyptian garbage. It's also connected to the black sun wheel, which is a cultist. That's what they worship, this black cube, Cabala. And it is the Antichrist, the Islamic Antichrist. Every single time these Muslims bow down and worship this, they're worshipping the Antichrist. And most of them know it, but they don't care. As we say, today is 2 million Muslims have descended upon Mecca and Islam's most holy Cabala, the black cube. They will circle the cube 7 times to reconnect heaven and earth. Ball. Mecca Cabala black cube. In English, geometry equals 606. Take away the O and put a 6 there. Might as well be 666. I wonder, do Muslims will themselves to go to Mecca, or do they just worship a black cube? That's all it is. They don't worship God. They worship this black cube, which is Satan. Well, that's why you see black cubes all over the world placed. All over the place. See this? That's why. No, it's 9/11. The two towers were built in black cubes. I don't know what this, but then again, it does look like a dominoes. Oh, you see, that's why. Why do you think they were built in a black cube? The black cube agenda. Why do you think there's a black box around it? You can't get in it. Again, black cube agenda. Michael Jackson did the same. 666. This is worship of Saturn, which is the Antichrist. Many have done it. Worship of Saturn. It's a new world order agenda. They want you to worship the Antichrist. So that's why they're now pushing it even more. And what do we have here? This is how it basically starts off. 2 seconds into it, this is how it starts off. He stood on the black cube, and the all-seeing eyes flashed in the audience faces, and the audience are willingly bowing down to this person that sold his soul now. That's why he's promoting occult symbolism now, because he sold his soul. I mean, he even done a song which is called Visionary, and it's basically like he's admitting that he's been cloned or something. They're trying to clone him, and he basically stops it. So, promoting the all-seeing eye onto the masses, and the masses are openly bowing down and worshipping the black cube. They're worshipping the black cube. Those in the audience that are watching this, they might as well be worshipping Mecca and the Antichrist, because that's what the black cube symbolizes. Satan, because it's connected to Saturn, which Saturn is connected to Satan. Notice the beam of light glowing down. Kanye West did the same when he was mocking Jesus Christ. False enlightenment, basically, when the light beams down, as we know, the same thing happened with Jesus Christ when the heavens opened and the Holy Spirit came upon Jesus Christ. This is what they do. They're portraying themselves as Jesus Christ. They think that they are a god. And I mean, the song Don't Let Go is just promoting fornication. That's all it is. Promoting fornication all the way through, because every single song these days is just about sex. They can't rap or sing about anything else. And there we go again. They all do it. They wear the false image of Jesus Christ, and this is now an hairstyle now, this is. It's a homosexual hairstyle. It really is. As we see, like I suppose last time, the Masonic checkerboard floor is a tattoo. The false image of Jesus Christ, and a lot of them wear this around the neck because they are worshipping their own Jesus, their own version of Jesus. This is not the true Jesus. This is their false Jesus that they've made up in their head. They don't follow the real Jesus of the Bible. They follow their own made up one. That's why they go around doing whatever they want, because they don't worship God truly. They ain't truly turned their life to Christ because they don't care. They've sold the soul. They're sellouts. Notice how he stood above the earth, portraying itself as a god, standing upon the earth like he's a god. And notice as well the black and white, the darkness becomes one with lightness, occult agenda. Straight up satanic, standing on top of the earth like he's Jesus Christ. Because who will stand on the top of the earth? Jesus Christ on the day of judgment. And here we go again. Notice the eye with fire in it, and notice the red. Red eyes simulate demonic possession, simulate a demon inside of them. But promoting the all-seeing eye with fire in it, he's basically talking about he don't care that he's got. What he means about the fire is hell. These people know that hell exists, but they don't care. They'd rather sin in lust and get all the money and the women, but one day that's gonna end. You can't take all the stuff with you when you're bowing down before God. You can't make up any excuse to God, because God won't stand for it. God won't be mocked. God won't put up with people's excuses. He'll say, what excuse have you got? I gave you time to turn to me and you just mocked me. Because that's what these are doing, mocking God. Because they act like they serve God when they don't. Again, promoting the all-seeing eye onto the masses, the dumbed-down masses in the audience, bowing down, worshipping this idol, false idol. Well, as you see, the all-seeing eye is being indoctrinated to all of the fans, and this is openly being pushed into their minds, and they're openly worshipping it. This is what I mean, they're getting more open, they don't care, they'll openly promote it now because people are so dumbed down these days that even if you throw the occult symbolism on, they'll still deny it, because as it says in the Bible, Satan has blinded the minds of them who do not believe. See the cubes again. 1, 2, 3. Notice as well the galaxy, space, worship. I mean, it's promoting the cube agenda, occultists. This is just occultists, that's all this is.